YouTube was good. It's your boy, Paul Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? This your first time tuning in. Go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell. Every time I post up new content. Well, it's Friday. I ain't got no job, and I ain't got shit to do. All except talk about what has been happening in this wonderful world of bullshit, politics, whatever the hell that you actually really want to call it, right? So, now the case. The debt, so the knuckleheads in Congress or the big heads in Congress, right? They came up with a deal. And yes, I have my tasted beverage for this one, as I always do, or at least I try to, right? So they came up with a bill, right? A lot of people ain't happy about it, right? But it still passed or whatever. Now, basically what this bill is or the deal, because somebody said that, all right, we're spending too much money. No shit, motherfucker. So now the case. So they said, look, we're spending too much money. And so we got to be able to pay our bills. But here's the deal. Here's the thing, people. A lot of you motherfuckers was worried. And y'all sitting around talking about, oh my God, the country ain't going to be able to pay its bills. But, and for anybody that's going to see this, y'all already know that historically, white people pay their shit on time. And now, put like this, and I already know a lot of motherfuckers, they finna get pissed off. You probably even finna get a lot more pissed off on the next on the next statement I make. But for most people, but for some of us, it's true. White people pay their bills on time. Black folks, on the other hand, we get a bill and the motherfucker say, if it just say just due, that means you got 30 more days, right? So, and then sometimes motherfuckers don't even pay their damn bills, right? So for anybody that actually really thought that the United States government was going to default on this, come on now, y'all should have known a hell of a lot better than that. And for the most part, I already know that everybody wasn't worried about it. Everybody wasn't worried about it, but the majority of y'all, yeah, y'all probably finna, you probably already had your gun ready, pills, or you had that window, and if you was in one of those big ass office buildings, right, you you about ready to jump out of a motherfucking window because the government wasn't gonna pay their bills. But like I said, generally white folks pay their bills, and generally black folks don't pay their bills. Now, if Obama would have been in office, then yeah, I might have would have been worried a little bit. I'm just putting it out there. But my whole thing is this, right? This is what happens. This is what happens when you have a case like this. I'm pretty sure everybody know what it means to have a loose booty, right? Or you know, and so basically, this is all what the fuck this was. And I mean, great the fact that yeah, a bill they passed the bill, and I think they so they passed the bill, then it had to go up, and then them motherfuckers they okayed it too. So, but what I'm saying is that when you have a loose booty, right, and you just steady constantly eating, knowing that you got a loose ass, right, and then you shit on yourself, right, because for one, you think that you can hold it, but in all actuality, you know you can't because for one, you got a loose asshole. So you shit on so you shit everywhere. You shit everywhere and on yourself, right? And then you get mad because everybody looking at you crazy, right? But here's the deal, right? A lot of this stuff I've been saying years ago, right? Now they're like this bill that just passed, and President Biden, which I'm gonna talk about his ass here too, right? So so in other case, so so here's the deal, right? A lot of programs, a lot of programs uh should never happen, right? I've been like I say again, I've been saying this shit forever today. I've been saying this before I came on YouTube, before I even started doing stuff on Facebook, right? You know, this is something I've always talked about. But my whole deal is there he is. What's good?
What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. Just sitting up here, giving my, uh, doing like a warm up. You know, before you actually really showed up. So, but but just in case you missed, right? I pretty much
I did. So fill me in.
so basically what I said. Okay, so you know, Congress they did last night. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people are happy about it, a lot of people ain't. But my whole
When you
deal
say
is this.
Congress, that you talking about the debt ceiling?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. This is how I look at it, right? The United States government, right, has a very has a real severe case of loose booty, right? Diarrhea. So when that happens, you shit everywhere and on yourself. Then you get mad because everybody looking at you funny, right? So, and the only reason why I say that is because a lot of programs, a lot of programs over the over the course of years. I'm not just talking about what just happened. I'm talking about over the course of years, right? A lot of they like to say a lot of unnecessary spending has been happening, right? Now, this bill that passed, right? They saying that they was gonna draw back from COVID-19 funding, which I look at that and I'm just like, okay, well, y'all created that shit. So again, guess what? You just shit your drawers because you had people out here thinking, right, that it happened, but for the most part, it wasn't nothing more than a bad case of the flu. Then you have people taking these bullshit jabs or whatever. People dying because of the fact of it. So again, guess what? You just shit your drawers. So and then
Wouldn't you call that like wouldn't you call that like a flanking maneuver?
well, I mean,
Because that's for public consumption. First of all, I completely agree with what the fuck you talking about. Number
yeah,
one, and number two, doesn't it, as I hear you say it, doesn't it seem like a flanking maneuver or some sort? Or of course it is,
yeah, you
but
know,
like just for public discourse. You know what I mean by that?
yeah. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna distract you just enough, and then while I got you occupied, then I'm gonna swing around and catch you on the other end.
Bang,
You
bang.
know, So
And for people who don't understand flanking, I get. Here's part of my problem. I'm speaking like people know what the term flanking means, and I'm like, uh, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
uh-huh.
me and you know what it means, but it's
Yeah,
like, I don't think people understand what it means. And essentially, imagine you have a closed circle that's a square, and you slowly tighten the grip on those coordinates, meaning one from the left, one from the right. Put your fingers together like they both look like inverted L's. Bang, bang, bang. Eventually, you get into a coordinate where you know, have to do some business.
yeah,
But if you have a larger amount of coordinates, it's very difficult. So if you want to take 10 down to 1, so you go from left to right, right to left. Anyhow, I don't need to explain flanking to individuals. They have Google now. But I don't think people understand what flanking means, and I mean it politically in what you're describing. I think they're just flanking.
yeah. And so and then here's something else too, right? So they did that, and then when Biden, when he put that law in
And what they
place,
did to Trump, he's the sitting
yeah,
president at the time, when they did that, by the way.
yeah. And so basically, when Biden did this, put this law into place as far as like student loan forgiveness, right? And and I was one of the ones I was against that because I'm just like, well, look, motherfucker, I ain't tell you to go to college, right? Hell, I'm not even telling you to carry your ass to school neither, because we already know that.
Excuse me, sir, but you will be paying for it.
Yeah, I know, right? So,
Sir,
because
just to be clear, you will be paying for this shit.
so, so in our case, we all know that.
Excuse me. Actually, I learned about flanking, so I could pay for college for free or pay for my kids to go to college for free. Now, fuck all that. Listen, the rules have changed. Make no mistake. You're gonna be paying for fucking dumbass number 1 through 7 to go to
Yeah,
college. You understand? Do you understand?
but I'm just
No,
saying,
hold on, hold on. And they say it like this. Do you understand? And it's like,
yeah,
bitch.
yeah, they'll sure do that, you know, because
Well, I
because
mean, fuck around with the IRS if you want to.
yeah, because think about it like this,
They're
right?
basically saying that is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, because we all know that the American the American educational system is jacked up, right? Just like, what do we rank in the world? What, like 25th, if not lower, right? So
I think I have no idea what it is. That I guarantee you, it's not in the top 30.
yeah, so matter of fact, hold on, let's see here. Where
I
does
guarantee you, it's not.
yeah, let's see, where does the
That's just
United States
wild. How many countries are there? Under 200, and then we're gonna.
oh, this is
You
bullshit.
know what? Hold on. You know what?
What's that?
We got so many immigrants. We might have just rated higher.
Yeah, well, according to this, the United States ranks 14th among 37 EOCD and
Yeah,
G20 countries.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
But think about that for a second. 14th. Hey, can you Google one more thing right
what's
after
that?
that?
What's that?
Who provides more money per capita
Okay.
as a country? Let me ask you that. Hold on. Let me rephrase it. Who who pays the most for defense
Oh yeah.
as a country?
Oh, for defense. Uh, oh yeah. It said the United States spends more on defense than the next 10 countries combined. So, so,
Well, there you have it. There you have it.
so, so now if you actually really stop
Hold
and think,
on, hold on. What was the first statement? We were 14th in what?
education,
And we were
right?
number one in what?
In defense.
Paying to fuck somebody up.
So yeah. So talking about shoot now and ask questions later. Yeah, that's
Mm.
So
That's
but
quite the juxtaposition there.
yeah, the yeah, shoot first. Listen,
Number. Hold on. You said the next 10 countries combined.
yeah, the next 10 combined.
And hold on. By hold on. By statistics, shit, 14 of them, or excuse me, 13 of them at least are smarter than us.
Yeah. So I'm
Oh,
sitting
that
like,
sounds good.
yeah. So I'm just kind of I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, shoot first, ask questions later, right?
Uh,
That's
well,
pretty much what that is, right? It's almost like you got a whole bunch of dumb motherfuckers with a gun in their hand, right? And and then on top of that, we telling everybody what the fuck to do. I'm just like, no, but you like number 14 as far as like education goes. So I'm just
hmm.
like, you know, so again, it's just like we said, like
Yeah.
the, the, the dog. Listen, that's like the dog chasing his tail.
Hold on. Are you still on Google?
Well, hold on. What else you need? What else you
Which?
need to look up?
Okay, I'm going to go like this. What are the safest countries to live in the world? Question mark.
Okay, safest. Uh, it's funny that you say the damn computer or
I
the damn
promise you, it
phone.
ain't Memphis.
Yeah. So the safest countries in the world. Well, number one is Denmark. That's number one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Copenhagen. Yeah.
New Zealand is at number two. Switzerland three. Canada's at four. Wait a minute. Let's see where the United States is at.
Oh shit! Have you been to Memphis?
Oh yeah, that's like only an hour. What's that? That's roughly 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you been out there?
yeah,
Not for people that look like me and you, but just in general.
yeah. So I'm just like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm looking at this. Hold on, let me see. Safest countries in the world. Okay, all right. So, and according to this list, the United States is not even on here.
That seems about right. Have you been to Compton?
So I'm just
Have
like,
you been to Killeen, motherfucker?
oh, trust me, I've been there. Hell, I was there. What? Hell, I was
But
there
here's the
for what?
thing: we're individuals who are trained in combat from the government that funds this shit.
Uh huh.
Not just some fucking passerby that
Uh-huh.
like works at Walmart.
Okay. All right. So I pulled up another one.
Hold on, they don't even have them on the list.
Yeah, I pulled up another one. Now this one here is as
I would have guessed like somewhere in the 30s, but
put like this. Well, the list that I'm looking at, all it goes to 20. So the
oh,
United
I guarantee you, the United States is not in there.
no, the United States is not in the top 20.
No, good. Okay, next question. Can you ask Google?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Who had? Well, I shouldn't ask that. It's going to help my case.
So then like I said, you know,
I was going to say about taxes, but it would be so complicated because it's tax per revenue,
yeah,
and we have a very high tax bracket.
yeah.
Meaning, per capita, the amount of money that people make that are in here,
Uh-huh.
how much they're taxed.
Let me see. So Damn, I wouldn't even know how to word that.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Fuck it. Fuck it. We get our point.
yeah.
Um. Okay. Oh, hold on. Here's the next one.
Okay.
Who has the highest crime statistics per capita in the world? Who has the highest crime statistics in the world?
Okay. Who has the highest crime rate? Okay. Uh, hold on.
Might be Brazil. Brazil's
Yeah.
definitely gonna be up there.
Yeah. According to this, well, actually, is Venezuela, then South Africa, Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Brazil is number 4. And
The
so
United
hold
States is
on.
nowhere on
One,
there.
two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Also, who's it according to? That's important.
So the United States is ranked number 13.
Okay. Okay. Good. Right next to education.
Yeah. so yeah.
Right. Hold on. Right next to education.
Yeah. So
Next to
yeah.
Venezuela and Brazil. Mm.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah.
okay. Last question. Last question on the Google. You know what? We should do this as a segment,
Okay. Yeah.
and
This is
I'm gonna
good.
Google. I'm gonna Google next time.
Yeah.
Okay. Who has the highest GDP in the world? No. No. Maybe you should go. List of highest GDP in the world. List of highest
Okay.
GDP in the world.
List
Gross domestic product, meaning what's your economy actually?
okay. List of highest uh, GDP.
GDP. Yeah. Gross domestic product.
All right. United States number 1.
At what?
At the, yeah. And
Well,
then
there you go.
so you got it's the United States, China, Germany, Japan, Canada.
Germany 3.
Yeah, Germany is number 3.
Damn, Germany coming in. I think their population was like 80 million.
Yeah.
Damn.
They the highest. Yeah, the United States is the highest.
Well, that tells you all you need to know. Think about
Yeah.
those numbers. Just think about them. It's like you're playing fantasy football. Well, he's he's pretty good. I'll do fantasy basketball. How about that? He's pretty good. He averages 20 points consistently. He has
But he might foul
eight.
out every once in a
He
while.
has 8 rebounds. He might foul out.
Yeah.
He has off. They call it this off the court trouble.
Yeah.
And here's the issue: he does miss a lot of free throws.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so that's
Yeah,
basically
but me. Hold on. They're number one in GDP. You say 14th in education?
yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
14th in education, 13th in crime rate, right? So,
Basically, a fucking bully.
yeah. Uh-huh. So there it is, so yeah, there it is right there. So but with number 1 in defense,
Oh, imagine that.
yeah. So just like I said,
Imagine that.
but like I said, man,
Wow, that is wild as hell.
yeah.
You
So
know, I've never really seen people do like an analyzation, like a breakdown, like analyzing like those numbers, and I think that really does speak just truth to power. Meaning, like, what are we looking at? Doesn't mean your opinion, doesn't mean your preference. It just means like, hey, sheer numbers. What the fuck are we looking at?
yeah.
That's
And then
interesting.
but then again, you almost gotta then okay, let's just look at okay as far as like education goes. So with what 14th in education. So now you almost gotta break that shit down by state. As far as like, okay, well,
Oh yeah, definitely. You're right on that.
and the same thing with crime. So okay, this is because
Yeah,
because that's overall. Now you got
different from Montana, from Memphis.
yeah. So now you got like okay, break that shit down by state, as far as like education as well as crime. You know, you got to be like okay, well by state, by state because I know a few years back they was talking about like the it was something like the unsafest cities in the world. I mean, in the country, and Pine Bluff, Arkansas, which is roughly 30 minutes away from Little Rock, was in the top 10. I
Oh
want to say,
wow,
I
they
wanted
mean
to
per
say,
capita probably.
yeah, I wanted to say it was either in the top 10 or the top five.
Is Little Rock big or no?
Well, Little Rock, well, I
Like, is
think,
it kind of metropolitan? Like, is there a downtown?
yeah, you got downtown. So I mean, because
Okay,
I doubt. Hold on, let me see.
but it's
I
not gonna. It's not gonna be equivalent to Dallas, right?
Oh hell no, no,
No, I
no.
mean like with crime when it comes to. I think they mean like per capita.
Yeah. Well, the population of Little Rock, Arkansas, and this is as of 2021, 201,998 people. So that's 202,000 people here in the city of Little Rock. Now that was as of 2021. So
And they have a university there. Is that where the
yeah, you got the
university is? Like the
university.
Razorbacks?
Yeah, that's up in Fayetteville though, right?
Oh,
So
so that's not in Little Rock.
now the Razorbacks,
Hmm.
they're up there in Fayetteville. That's up there near the Arkansas and Missouri border.
Hmm.
So
You know what's interesting? Same thing when I was living in Oregon. The University of Oregon, like that is the motherfucker. Like everyone knows the Oregon Ducks. Like they are a powerhouse when it
yeah,
comes to sports and academics. But that's in Eugene, and that has nothing to do with the actual capital, which is like kind of obscure, which is in Salem. And then the most populated area is obviously Portland, like where the Trailblazers are and downtown where the airport is and shit.
yeah,
But that's like 4 hours from Eugene. But the biggest sort of city center is there. It's interesting.
yeah,
It's like when you think about Florida, you don't think about Tallahassee. You think
yeah,
about Tampa. You think about Miami.
yeah,
You don't think about motherfucking Tallahassee. Have you ever been to Tallahassee? It's a country bumpkin motherfucking town. It's tremendous. It looks beautiful, but
yeah,
it's not what you're thinking about when you're thinking about white sand beaches and fucking having a good time.
yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, I hear what
Interesting.
you're saying on that. But
What is
yeah,
the capital of Arkansas?
Little Rock.
So it
Yeah,
is important.
yeah,
The capital's there.
yeah. So yeah, yeah. Little Rock is the capital city. So
Hmm.
but just like I say, as far as like because you got University of Arkansas, right? That's up there in Fayetteville, and then you have that. Then you got Arkansas State. Then you got the University of Arkansas at Little Rock, or Euler, right? So it's a lot of college universities here in the state of Arkansas. So
This is very interesting.
yeah. So I mean because and then the University of uh, you got the University of Central Arkansas, UCA, where that's where um that's where Scottie Pippen played, and he later on,
Ooh.
yeah, he later on went to play for the Chicago Bulls. So, then like I said, you got some
Can I ask
interesting
you a question? What do you think Arkansas is like most known for?
catfish.
Like if you were a nobody, you were an alien from a different planet. You say, "Hey, you're coming out of Arkansas." What would you say? Hey, you have to check this out.
Uh, well, I mean, for me, then like I said, because you got the Ozark Mountains for one,
Ooh, well, there you go.
then of course,
Where is
uh,
that? Like in the north, like in northern
yeah,
part of the
that's
state?
again, that's up there. That's up there in the northwestern part of Arkansas.
Damn,
Right?
what a unique area. I didn't know the Ozarks reached down there.
Yeah, because a lot of the Ozarks, it covers. So
Missouri, Kansas.
yeah, so it covers a big part. And I don't know if you actually really remember this, but there was a lot of activity going on in the Ozarks, like roughly. No, they was doing a lot. They was doing what they call it, fracking, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah,
was
yeah. With the natural gas.
yeah, they was
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so yeah, so that's so yeah, so again, and then of course Little Rock Central High, you know, which is they made that a national monument, like I want to say like about 10 years ago, because of all of the stuff that happened in 1957 when President Eisenhower had to bring in the National Guard for the first 9 African American kids to actually like really go to Little Rock Central. So uh and so
That
they
was in
got
Arkansas?
yeah,
For some reason, I thought that was Mississippi or Alabama.
no, that was here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Uh
Shit,
back
nobody really. You know what? When I talk to other people, you know what they say? It's Arkansas,
yeah, which
and
that
I always find it to be funny because my dad is from Topeka, Kansas. Like my actual birth father, he's dead now. But my actual birth father is from Topeka, Kansas.
yeah,
In Arkansas, every time I went back and forth when I would like drive across the country, Arkansas, it always seemed I would just go through on the interstate, stop off here and there,
uh-huh,
but it always seemed awesome to me. But I never really got the lay of the land, if you will.
yeah. And so yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
I didn't know MLK did that there.
Now that was now you talking about what he did in Alabama. And oh
No, no,
oh
no. I'm talking about the National Guard coming down
oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
them.
yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
shouldn't say MLK did it, but I said the civil rights movement
yeah,
had that precipice at the actual,
yeah,
educational institution.
uh-huh. And then there's one more place here,
I don't know why I didn't think Arkansas. What the
and
fuck is
then
wrong with me?
there's another place up there. It's Murfreesboro, right? Where that you can actually like, really go up there because it's a
Hmm.
huge diamond mine up there. So
Oh
they
wow.
they actually like let people go in. I mean, you pay your fee, and then whatever the hell you find, you keep.
Oh wow.
You know, so because because again, it was in the paper a while back where this guy he went up there, found this huge diamond. So and then so when he sold it, I think he got like about 3 million for it. So uh,
What's interesting about that is like I watch like on Discovery I watch like gold mining prospectors who are like doing stuff, and I go, wow, really? You could just get down in there and do it? And it's like, well, why not? It's a hobby. It's like going to do anything else. And it's like, well, it has to come from somewhere.
yeah,
And damn, a diamond mine. Hell yeah.
yeah,
In Africa, especially like some places in the southern hemisphere as well, but it kind of where we are. It's more gold where we're at, but people are like legitimate treasure hunters, not like some bullshit artists. Like they're
yeah,
legitimately looking for those materials.
yeah. So but yeah, it's so it's stuff here. Just like say if
What's the
a
best
lot.
food from Arkansas? If you say if one food is you know could represent Arkansas, what would it be?
Oh, that'd be Sam's barbecue.
So barbecue.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah. So but yeah,
Okay, what's your go-to? If you went to Sim's Barbecue, what's your go-to?
I'm getting like I'm either getting a rib dinner or one of their sandwiches. So um
When you say sandwiches, do you get pulled pork,
yeah,
brisket,
yeah,
shredded beef? What do
yeah,
you get?
yeah. It's across the board. Sky's the limit, and
So it means it's good
yeah. So because
because we were stationed in Fort Hood. What's it called now? Fort what?
oh, I forget the name of it now. It's
You know what it's
yeah,
called? fuck off. That's what it's called. Port
Yeah.
fuck off.
So but but the thing
I
about
was wondering what you're gonna say when you realized it got renamed.
oh no, I'm pissed. I ain't even gonna bullshit you. You know.
I didn't even understand it was an issue.
No, because they feel like remember when all that shit that
What is
happened?
it called? Cavic
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah, yeah,
AAV.
yeah. So basically what happened,
Which all due respect to the general, I have no idea who you are. I'm not even hating on you. It's just wow.
yeah. Because remember all that stuff that happened, what was that? The Proud Boys or whatever the fuck that happened. And they was tearing down monuments and shit. And so uh basically that's where that stemmed from, because everybody
Right,
bitching,
right.
yeah, everybody bitching about the motherfucking Civil War this, the Civil War that, and they was talking about the Confederacy and all this kind of stuff, and then there's always been a debate on the reason behind why did the Civil War happen and all that kind of shit, and then people got a lot of black folks, so-called black folks, got their nose all up in the air about the Confederate flag, talking about it represents slavery. But little do people know, and as soon as I find that information, the Confederate flag it's actually a copy of a flag that a group of Native Americans had. So basically, what happened? They took the foundation of that flag, and then they made their own flag from that. So when people,
Well, that's what
so
I'm saying. Here's my issue, and I'm not going to be bullshitting. You're speaking truth to power.
yeah,
When I read the article, I thought I was tripping, and I was ready to see. First of all, the general who it's named after. I'm not trying to throw any shade or disrespect, sir. Thank you for your service and thank you what you've done. But the reason it was renamed, the biggest military installation on the planet. We're not talking about some bubfuck base in the middle of nowhere. We're talking about the biggest military installation on the planet.
yeah,
Okay, if that's the case, why wasn't it named after a Tuskegee, like a Tuskegee Airman? Why wasn't it named after a Native American? What? Uh, excuse me, with all due respect, a Latino
yeah, I hear you.
on the
You know,
border that kisses what?
Mexico.
Hmm.
You
Enough
know,
said.
you know. Now, but
No,
speaking,
I'm
yeah,
sure he's a great guy, but I just didn't get
yeah,
it.
yeah. Me neither. You know, but
No. How about a Tuskegee Airman or how about a Native American?
yeah,
We
but
couldn't name it Fort Tuskegee.
well, I figured they are. I guess they figured they already have their stuff.
Yeah, but this is the biggest base on the planet.
Yeah, I hear you. But then again, you gotta look at
I don't know. I didn't like it. I just
yeah.
maybe
But
I'm biased or whatever.
I just look at it like this. You gotta understand. You gotta understand who we dealing with here. As far as like as far as like, well, who gets to name what and why? That's almost like when they was wanting to replace Andrew Jackson with Harriet Tubman as far as like a
Mhm.
$20 bill goes, right? So again, you gotta look at, okay, well, who are we actually really dealing with here? As far as like, well, who gets to name what and why, right? So again, that's almost as bad as when they took Uncle Ben's off of the rice box, and they took Aunt Jemima away from the pancake mix, as well as Miss Butterworth.
But you need to listen to Spanish commercials in between shits buffering.
Yeah. So hey, it
Hold
is.
on. I have nothing against Spanish people. I'm just saying, like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
Yeah. So again,
Hold
until
on, hold on. Hey, can you ask the Google machine something?
what's that?
How much of the U.S. population is Spanish or Hispanic?
Uh, let's say per.
How much of the U.S. population is Hispanic or Spanish?
The U.S. Okay, here we go right here. Hmm. Well, see, it's interesting that you say that because, and I learned because I was the EO rep. The Hispanics, Latinos, or whatever you want to call it, they're actually like really classified as white people. So white Americans are the racial. So this is as of 2020, right?
I think the
White
number is like
Americans,
30%.
yeah, white Americans are the racial majority, with non-Hispanic whites representing. Get this now, 57.8% of the population.
Hmm. Okay.
So,
Let's ask
and
it.
then
Let's ask the Google box another question.
and then hold
How
on.
many? What? Go ahead. Sorry.
And then they said while black or African American are the second largest majority, making up 12.1%.
Give me a fucking break.
Yeah. So hey, this here. That's how they, But you see, but see what happens. You
Wow,
see,
that's interesting. Hold on.
but,
Can you say that again? I need to process that.
yeah, okay. White Americans are the racial majority, with non-Hispanic whites representing 57.8% of the population.
Yeah, that seems
Hispanic
right.
and Latino Americans are the now. Here it is. Listen how they word this shit. Hispanic and Latino Americans are the largest ethnic group, comprising of 18.7%. Right now, you see how they did that, right?
It's very
It,
clever.
it's saying that okay, it's almost like
Well,
okay,
you
we
think
have.
about time zones. How many time zones do they cover with that statement? Think about that.
So,
The fuck are you all talking about?
but what happens?
Mm,
But see, what happens is this, right? If you actually like really was just to break this shit down as far as like, okay, this group, this group, this group, and this group, right? Now, if you actually really stop and think about it for a minute, white folks,
damn.
listen, white folks, so-called white folks, right? They almost like,
Democrats. Just say
yeah,
Democrats.
they almost like they're almost like that. I forget. It's I want to say I know it's a certain amount. It's a certain kind of tiger out there that's on the brink of extinction, or at least it
What,
was.
the Siberian tiger?
I think it was. Might have been, but
Like, you mean like white with black? Like in the
I'm
mountains?
just, I'm just saying, white folks, white folks in this country, they know that it's they slowly but surely dwindling away.
You
So
think so?
basically, what happens is like, okay, well,
Hmm.
we got to go out and find somebody that look like us, right?
Ah.
Okay. So then they
Yeah, that's a
hurried
good
up.
point.
So they hurried up and see that, and they did that shit, right? But then it's a lot of it's listen, YouTube has taken down a whole lot of shit over the
I
past
agree.
year, right? Because I saw this one
Hmm.
video a while back where that they actually like really, well, hell, let just the book of Enoch actually really explains everything on how white folks got here, right? So because you gotta look at it like this: the first time, look at it like this: picture a community that everybody's the same color, right? And then one day, say one of the women in the village becomes pregnant, right? And then when the baby arrives, right, the baby ain't the same color as everybody else. Now, now you look at, because see, this ain't no where that, well, well, who did you fuck? I ain't fuck nobody but you because everybody's the same damn color,
Hmm.
right? So, so when you, cause that's why I always say, black folks, we can produce so-called white kids, but they albino, right? So I always tell people this, and again, our YouTube, they might censor me or flag me. I don't give a damn. But white folks, so-called white folks, that's why I always say so-called white folks, are nothing more than us without the pigmentation. Think about it for a minute. Why the fuck you think the motherfuckers always laying out in the sun? Because they trying to get back to their original state, their original color. So it's almost like you gonna risk skin cancer because of you don't have that pigmentation like everybody else does. So then like I say, take it for what it's worth. And so that's why, and then that's why everybody always holler about white folks this, black folks that, and then it's kind of like what Bernie Mac said, right? He said,
It's not, but it's not really. It's not really. I wish it was. What you might be exactly right, where it's that clear cut.
yeah,
But here's the thing: is anybody who lived in the mountains, up in the snow, you're going to look different, and you're going to reproduce, and you're going to seek uh, validation from the individual who are around you. That's how you, one, fornicate, two, create bonds, three, create a community. But I think the same is can be said for a darker race as well. And the way, like your ability to break that down in what you just said is incredible. And the fucked up thing is, me and you could talk all day long to we're long in the tooth about how this works and how it does it. It's the other
yeah,
motherfuckers that won't get it. Meaning, like, if somebody I just perceive to be disrespectful or racist or whatever, we're gonna address it.
yeah,
But me and you could have like this discourse. But what you were saying to me,
yeah,
I thought was very interesting because what I really thought was, wow, this is the way a guy who I actually respect in life thinks. And when I say respect, it means we could go into why I respect it. But you're telling me, hey, this is the way people see it, so on and
yeah,
so forth. And it's like, I don't think enough people get it. You know what I mean? Like they don't get it.
yeah,
And I think it's really important what you're saying. You were going to allude to Bernie Mac, which
yeah.
is one of the greatest comedians in all
Because
time. On my
yeah,
list, he's top 10. But go
yeah,
ahead. But I think it's really important that a lot of people understand this. I don't know. Maybe some people listen to this. Maybe some people won't.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
very important what you just
yeah,
said, by the way. Because can I
yeah.
tell you something? Hey, can I tell you something?
What's that?
You serve this country. You are a son of this country. We just read the Google demographics, which apparently represent what the statistics are.
Yeah,
It's very important for that voice to be heard. And I'm not trying to like be like, oh, great, great, you're hearing this shit. No, it's very fucking important because what happens on the other side is there's a lot of yelling, there's a lot of bullshit, whether it's MSNBC or it's Fox News, whether it's coming from this side or that side. You don't hear that point
yeah,
where it's like Tim Scott, the Republican. out of South Carolina who wants to be a presidential candidate or a vice presidential candidate can't even run because all of a sudden he immediately is an Uncle Tom defined by people who are thugs. They don't represent their community. They are thugs.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're black? No, motherfucker. That's not what I'm saying. Literally, they are thugs.
Yeah.
You need an individual like you to say that stuff, and it's just it's refreshing to hear. One and two, people need to hear it, and it's the same issue I had the other week with Candace Owens, meaning they immediately bury this woman
Yeah.
because she happens to be getting up. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. You don't have to agree with everything.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree. Think about think about Tucker. Think about whoever's your favorite host, Anderson Cooper. Blah 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 blah. Do you agree with everything they say? No,
Mm-mm.
but you immediately bury her
Yeah.
because why?
Well, she's a woman for one. You know.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I'll give you that part. And then
Yeah.
what's the other side of that coin?
Well, she's a woman, and she's black.
She's black.
Yeah. So
No, not or whatever. I'm
yes,
telling
but
you.
but you know, she is she's working.
Not me. I
It's a
don't look at her like
double-edged
that. I'm
sword.
saying like the way the narrative is online.
Yeah. It's the double.
I don't like that shit. There's stuff with me and Candace we'll
Yeah.
get into and I don't like. But you're immediately discounting this shit because of her resume. It's like I have a problem with that actually.
Yeah. So
Not you. I'm saying
yeah,
the
I
way
get what you're saying.
how it's gone.
Yeah. But two things, right? The reason why that the reason why I say that is because for one, right, is I have A positive blood, right? There's a lot of so-called white folks.
Hold on, real quick. Just
Okay.
stop right there.
Uh,
You mean A plus?
yeah, A plus, yeah. So I have
Okay,
A.
hold on. I want you to be a psychic, real quick.
Okay.
What is my blood type? On my
Uh,
dog tag, what does it say?
oh damn. O positive?
A positive. A plus.
See? Now you see that so you see that, right? See where I'm
I
getting
didn't know that. I didn't know you were A positive.
yeah, but you see where I'm going with
Hmm.
this, right?
Yes, I do.
You
Yes,
see
sir.
where I'm going with this. So I'm A positive, you A positive. I know a whole bunch of white folks that's A positive. So again, somebody somewhere that lied somewhere.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
called human.
Yeah. So this is what Bernie Mac was talking about. He said, "Don't you hate racism? Black thing, white thing." He said, "If I was Chinese, I'd be mad at the motherfucker. You'll never say shit about us, never." It said, "Never say shit about motherfucker." So again,
Bernie Mac was the man.
yeah,
What do you say? Hold
yeah,
on.
but
Hold on. I'm trying to think what he said. Not peaches and cookie. Give me some peaches and cookie.
milky cookies.
No, give me some milk and cookie. You talking about the
Yeah,
little girl?
yeah. He said,
Bernie. How old was Bernie Mac when he died?
"Oh, I want to say what 50." He was
Fuck,
in
he
his
was
50s.
good.
But I know what you're talking about. That was off of Kings of Comedy. And
Give
so
me some milk and cookie. Yeah, that's what he said. Give me some milk.
so he said, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. He said, the 2-year-old sitting the faggot downstairs for some milk and cookies, right? So I go downstairs. So wait a minute. So I go downstairs. So I said, "What the fuck you doing?" He said, "To get some milk and cookies." So the motherfucker said, he said it so funny, so I had to get it. I had him say it again, right? I said, "Get some what?" He said some milk and cookies. So, 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 so I told him, I said, look, man, it's too goddamn late for some motherfucking cookies and milk. Carry your punk ass upstairs and get some rest, right? So that's how I talk to him. So, but yeah, but
You know what I think too? Can I tell you something?
what's that?
That was that. Maybe I'm tripping, but I'm a comedy fan. Was that like the Kings of Comedy?
Yeah, that was Kings of Comedy. Yeah.
Okay. Here's the
So
thing: if Bernie Mac was still alive, rest in peace. If he was still alive, I guarantee you, he would be on the Joe Rogan Experience.
oh yeah,
Number one, and number two, I guarantee fucking you, he wouldn't be agreeing with DL Hughley because that motherfucker is out to lunch.
yeah. So and then
Oh, they're gonna hate me for saying it. That's great.
yeah,
I don't get what he's doing. He's always wearing a hat, and he's saying like, I guess I don't. Are you a comedian? What's so funny?
I don't know what the fuck DL
Do you
be
work for
doing.
CNN or are you out of your fucking biscuit? Which one?
Yeah, half the shit what DL talks about. I
I'm
mean,
saying if he's not on a podcast,
yeah,
who maybe an Atlanta area? I don't know. Who I've heard some crazy shit from him on CNN,
yeah, yeah.
or maybe they're just repurposing him.
Yeah, DL is on a whole different. He is like everybody else is here,
Yeah,
and
but keep
DL,
going. You need to keep going farther left than Farrakhan, my man, because you're a
yeah,
fucking dumbass.
yeah. And so here's something else. Here's something else for you too. Where that the
Was
where
he on that same shit though? Am I tripping?
he was
Like,
on
was he on
yeah,
the?
yeah, he was on the Kings. He was on the Kings of Comedy deal too. Yeah,
He's wrong.
and he wasn't
That
funny
guy's
then.
wrong.
You know, so it was Cedric the
What is he supposed
Entertainer.
to be? Cute? What is he supposed to be? Cute? An entertainer? Jamie Foxx without a blood clot? Who is he?
Hey, look,
You ain't no Jamie Foxx, motherfucker.
no, and he most definitely ain't no motherfucking Richard Pryor. I can tell you that right now. So
Okay, exactly. And keep
yeah,
going. It doesn't really fucking matter. But it's like I've heard some shit from him that I'm like, what the fuck? Like somebody has to be paying me for this shit.
uh-huh. So yeah, but another thing what I was gonna tell you, as far as like this country goes, and as far as like US presidents goes, everybody wants to say that Obama was the first. No the fuck he wasn't. He was actually number 7, right? Um Abraham, well, everybody knew you could look at Abe and tell that he was black or whatever. But Eisenhower I think somewhere down the line, one of his relatives was actually black. Uh, Calvin Coolidge, hell, the name by itself should tell you every fucking thing, right? So, uh, so A,
You know
yeah,
what?
what's that?
The point you're making is so fucking good
Yeah,
that I'm just gonna get right to the point. Kamala Harris. He said she's the first black vice president, first woman as
yeah.
well. Well, she seems like she's a woman, definitely. Um, have you seen her background? Hey, you have the Google machine up?
Yeah, she's quick to holler that
She's
she's not.
quick to shut the fuck up, is what she's quick to do. She
She's.
doesn't say shit.
I swear this damn machine.
Google right now, what is Kamala Harris's ethnicity?
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm bringing it up right now.
Yeah. The people of India would be so pleased.
Okay.
Can I tell you something? I'm
What's that?
darker than Kamala Harris, and
She's
I would never say I'm the first black president.
well, according to this,
Uh huh.
she said they saying that she is African American and Asian American.
Oh, give me a fucking break.
Yeah,
She's half Indian, half white.
yeah, that's basically. Well, I'm just saying this is what the fuck Google is saying, right?
Oh, hold
So
on. What did they say?
they saying, okay, she is the first female vice president and the highest ranking female official in U.S. history, as well as the first African American and first Asian American vice president.
Hold on. Next question. Can you ask
Okay,
Google?
all right.
Who are Kamala Harris's parents?
Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh, damn. Well, they saying,
So now, do we have an issue?
yeah. I mean, because I'm bad about pronouncing names, man. But
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That
yeah,
sounds like somebody from Memphis.
yeah. Because now her father's name is his name is Donald, but
Oh, duh.
yeah, but the mama got she yeah. I'm not even finna butcher that woman's name, but
Yeah, come on now. Hey,
I'm just
hold on,
saying,
hold on, hold on. They said, excuse me, what did Google say? Half African American.
uh, African American and Asian American, right? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you looking at the pictures? Look at
yeah, I'm
there's
looking at
images.
pictures right now. Oh, hold on, let me see.
Yeah, can you find one of them for me?
Hold on, here you go, right here. Here you go, right here. Hold on, wait a minute. Hopefully, I don't know. Can you see
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, believe me, I'm aware.
yeah. So, but yeah, that's but again, what I'm saying is that they the the government, the United States government, right? They're quick. They're actually like quick to hide what's already been out there. 'Cause like I said, again, see, this goes back to education, right? As far as like, okay,
Well, education, the kid
yeah,
Googles that. What are they gonna
it,
find?
as far as like, as far as like, okay, hey, look, this is what's happening, or they'll be like, okay, this is what the fuck we want you to know, versus we gonna hide the stuff. We gonna give you this lie here, right? Well, the truth is actually like we got the truth back here somewhere. And then sometimes the truth is so goddamn hard to find, you be like, well, fuck it then, you know? So
Well, the truth is, for people like me and you, it's not that hard to find. But for
yeah,
normal people, if you ask somebody, who's the vice president of the United States, they say Kamala Harris. You say,
yeah,
well, what is her ethnicity? Why does that matter? Well, we just had a nuanced conversation for about an hour, and we're just wondering what is her ethnicity.
yeah,
This is very historic, right?
yeah,
You should be putting her on a fucking quarter, on a dollar bill. It's so historic. Shut the fuck up. It's not. She's not black.
yeah.
Let's get that
But
right.
yeah, but here's
She's not black.
yeah, trust me. Listen, I get you on that too, And but and
No,
she
no, no, no. Hold on, hold on. The normal Democrat would have you believe she is.
yeah. So but yeah, they're like I say, and
But
she's
hold on, hold on, hold on. She's black, and Candace Owens is the devil. Oh, now we have a problem, my man. Now we got a problem.
yeah. But let me
No,
ask
it's
you
a bunch
this.
of bullshit. She's not.
Yeah,
She
it is. It always is. So
no, seriously, it's a problem.
oh yeah, I trust me. You
Who is
know,
she? She doesn't talk. She babbles. She doesn't know what's going on. She sucked her way to the top. Everyone fucking knows it. She's a
yeah,
nobody. She's a nothing.
yeah.
Zero.
I,
Zero.
I mean,
I
but
do nothing.
has that, but now I'm not gonna say this been the case with all women, but
I'm not saying all women. That's the problem.
yeah, that was
Tulsi
saying,
Gabbard,
yeah,
Tulsi Gabbard, Tulsi Gabbard, who's a veteran who also served, right?
yeah,
Well, obviously she served, but when I say served, I mean like what was she? A congresswoman
yeah,
can actually have political dialogue. Who did what the fuck she needs to do? Did everything. You have an individual like Candace Owens who does stuff, and Candace Owens is one of many. She just has popularity in respect for that. I'm not kissing her fucking boots. I'm just telling you, good. That's a black woman. If you want to say she's the first black vice president, that woman is not the first black vice president. Because if we want to go back to Google statistics, she's more Latino than she is black. How do you mean? Uh, how the fuck is she the first black vice president?
yeah, exactly.
I thought that was safe for Michelle Obama.
Yeah, yeah, you know. Again, wordplay,
If you said Michelle Obama, Michael, well,
Michael
excuse me,
Robinson,
Michelle, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, Big Mike,
If you
yeah,
said that, I'd say, yeah, I got you.
uh,
That lady in there is a half white, half Indian motherfucker playing bullshit. Who says nothing? Who babbles? Who's the vice president to one of the biggest crooks of all time? Who's the sitting president right
uh-huh. But you know
now?
what?
Okay.
But you know what though?
And
But you
next.
know what?
And next.
But you know what though? What I've all,
Hey, but you know what I got? Hey, can I tell you something? I have PTSD. And I'm sorry. I'm babbling. I have no idea what's going on.
okay,
I'm
two
also
things.
winking and stuff my foot in the ground.
Yeah, two things, right? Um,
Hmm.
remember,
Don't act like you didn't like that either.
remember, back in the days, back in the let's say the 50s and the 60s, right? The woman they always said. Now that I actually really stop and think about it for a minute, right? If you go back to the 50s and 60s, right? A woman's place was always where? In the home, right? And then for the most part, now here she is, she's vice president. You ain't heard this bitch say nothing. So it's almost like, yeah, you vice president, but you ain't finna say shit, right? So in a sense, it almost goes back to how it once was, how women used to be treated, to be seen and not what heard.
Heard.
So, so again, I'm so it's almost like now I know she's gonna actually really look at that differently, right? But
Well, we shouldn't. You know why? You know why, Kurt?
why?
Because me and you, as veterans of this country, see women and individuals as people. And if they want to transition and do what they want, anything is possible. Ka, 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 ka.
hmm So, but yeah, I just thought about that now.
If you
What do
had
you
some
think?
ass bucket, if you had some ass bucket who was a male, you say, fuck him, fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that. But if they happen to be black, or they happen to be Arab, or they happen to be white, or they happen to who gives a fuck what flavor of the month, right?
Yeah,
And you cut their dick off, and they want to swim in the girls' Olympics. You're supposed
yeah,
to say, "Oh my God, you're a hero!" Well, guess what? You are a hero, sweetheart. And not only are you a hero, get ready for the same scrutiny that men deal with on a daily basis in the fucking locker room. You dumbass.
yeah. I said the exact
Hey,
same thing.
hey, guess what? Welcome. Hey, guess what? Welcome to the motor pool.
Yep. So, uh, did you
Excuse
hear
me,
about
VP Kamala. I'll call you Kate for short.
a Cam? Yeah.
You're such a brave and historic figure. My God, you're historic. God, you're historic. I'm gonna tell my own son to write a biography about you. shut the fuck up, you crazy bitch. And if your name happened to be Jason, I tell my son, fuck him, her, them, they. Who gives a fuck?
Uh-huh.
This country's drowning. Sorry, I went off the deep end a little bit, but there it is.
Yeah. So last two things. Um,
Sorry, I went off the deep end.
yeah. Last two things. The Trump recording that just got released, and
Hold on, maybe I'm not aware of this.
yeah,
Which one are you talking about?
and then President Biden falling off the stage at the graduation. So apparently,
Hold on. I didn't. Okay, I see headlines, but I didn't see both of these.
yeah. So they apparently remember all of the documents that Trump had taken when he left. So apparently, one of those documents were like plans on doing a possible attack on Iraq. So that was like when he left out of office. So they was talking about that, and so I'm just like, okay, so you finna get this guy. Okay, here it is. He got a document in his hand on plans on possibly the United States attacking another country, right? So you gonna get mad at him because he took that out of office. I'm just like, okay, you know.
When he said Iraq, the phone probably broke up. He was saying Kodak Black. He pardoned him.
And then, which,
no, for real, no, but honestly, like he said some stuff. I didn't see that.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying they claim they got the recording, like him saying that. So, and then
they also said they had fucking recordings about Russia.
Yeah, and then
hold on, have you seen it or like did they just say that's what happened?
No, I mean, I was watching like the news clip. I was watching the news this morning. They was talking about it.
You know? Oh damn, it's new.
Yeah, they was talking about
it. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
So hold on, they're saying like he wanted to like attack Iraq.
Yeah. Yeah. That was it was all
well,
over.
Why would that be different? Well, why? Hold on. Why would that be different from the Democrats?
Exactly. You know, so that's what I'm saying. So y'all finna clown this man.
The only thing I'm gonna say is you guys lied about him about Russia. Lied, like literally lied. It was proven in court. So now we're supposed to hear about some bullshit about Iraq. Hey, newsflash. Do you know what the fuck happened in his government before he was president in Iraq?
Yeah, I know, right? So that again.
No, but hold on, that's a new thing, Iraq.
Yeah, that was it. And then
hold on. Not only that, I have to say this because I don't know if you're. I was unaware of what you just said, which I need to look into. But have you seen the stuff with RFK Jr., Robert F. Kennedy Jr.?
Yeah, because matter of fact,
they're trying to suppress him.
Yeah, his name got pulled in that some type of way too. So, so I was like, okay, it is what it is. But
have you heard him speak?
RFK?
Yeah, no, RFK Jr.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, we talked about that a couple of days ago. It was either a couple of days ago or last week or something other that that he was either he's finna run or he's finna run for president or something like that.
He's way running. He's already done all that.
Yeah.
And he's running on the Democratic ticket. But if you understand anything about history, you go, holy shit. The balls in this guy. Like, holy shit. And then you hear him speak, you go, Yeah, I agree with kind of this. I agree with some of that. I agree with yeah, but he's not lying.
Yeah. So
They killed his dad and his uncle,
yeah,
and quite frankly, in my opinion, besides the 45, besides Trump, he was the greatest president in United States history.
yeah.
Oh well, he cheated on his wife. He did this. He did, shut the fuck up.
Okay,
I'm talking about
tell me a president that did.
e- exactly. There you go.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so if we're talking about politics, they killed that motherfucker for a reason,
yeah,
and by they, I mean the powers that be that are corrupt, that are like they're not good people. Oh, you think everything's sweet, everything's nice, motherfucker. I know it's not. They blow the back of his brains off for a reason. They bury Trump for a reason.
yeah,
They praise Bush and Obama for a reason.
yeah.
You kiss the ring or you see the ring.
Oh yeah. So what do you think
Sorry.
about?
Sorry to leave us on a good note. Sorry.
Yeah. Did you did well? Did you see the footage of
He's getting
President
his
Biden
brains blown out.
falling?
Yeah, I saw it. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. What are you saying?
yeah. He fell. He fell down. You know, he was at well, I think the Naval Academy. He was at one of them, and
No, I didn't see it. Our commander in chief acting like a fucking dumbass.
he fell. Right. So and
Wait a second. Like what? Like a graduation thing?
yeah, it was at a graduation. Uh, I want to
He
say it was
fell down the stairs,
no. It wasn't the stairs. He just kind of like he had said what he wanted to
stumbled.
say. Yeah, it was at the Naval Academy. It was at the Naval Academy, and he said what he had to say. Then he, I don't know if he tripped and fell or he just fell, but yeah, this motherfucker fell down. So, and I want to say that's like about the third or fourth time he didn't fell down somewhere because he fell up the steps.
Fell up
Going,
the steps. Fell off the bike. Fell down
yeah,
the.
yeah. I'm like, okay, you didn't fail like one time too many as president, so so because I was watching it last night, I was laughing my motherfucking ass off. And
Hey,
then
can I ask you a question?
what's
Have
that?
you ever seen since he's been president? Have you ever seen him and Kamala together just do something?
No,
Hmm.
because again, it goes back to what I said, right? As a woman, right, you are to be seen but not heard. But the thing about it that we don't even see this motherfucker half the time, and she's supposed to be vice president. So again,
She's the second most powerful person in the world.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
and that's why, and see, my whole deal is, and I talked about this. I'm just like, okay, everybody was against Trump, Trump this, Trump that, fuck Trump or whatever. And I told people then, I said, look, you so hurry to get a motherfucker out your house so you can bring somebody else in that you don't know shit about. You heard bring these motherfuckers in, not knowing what the fuck they gonna do once they get in, right? As far as Trump goes, at least we knew what he was gonna do, right? But with Biden, on the other hand, we didn't know what this motherfucker was. We didn't know what he was gonna do. It's just a lot of motherfuckers was so eager to get Trump out of office till it's ridiculous, right? Now you got a motherfucker. He can't even stand up no more and pat. he almost need like
You
a
know
no.
that.
Listen, he need a no standing profile. Damn that. Meaning that you're not allowed to stand up no more than 30 minutes. But you motherfucker, you supposed to be president of the United States. And you follow over every goddamn thing. Right?
You know what they call that in what they call that in hospitals?
What, handicap?
A, they call it a fall risk. Like you might fall over.
Yeah.
No,
That was,
literally. If you're like, it means like it's not no disrespect. It's like you might fall over and fucking bust your head open.
yeah.
So they're like, sir, if you're gonna stand up, you need somebody with you. Can I ask you something?
What's that?
And we're gonna end it here. We have about 9 more minutes here. I want to end it at 1:30.
Yeah.
Um, after everything that went through, the first woman of color vice president, the first this, the first that, blah 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 blah, all the turmoil, all the trauma, vice president for 8 years. You know, you were vice president to who? Barack Hussein Obama. And have you seen one promo he's cut for him?
No. Uh-uh.
Oh, well,
I mean,
that tells you all I need to know.
because again,
Well, why wouldn't he do it? Because he doesn't want to touch it with an 8-foot pole.
yeah. So a lot of these listen.
Or as Louis Farrakhan would say, brother Barack.
And I just look like
He
this.
knew when to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It's and I've said this plenty of times.
The only thing we've seen Michelle Obama do is pat George Bush on the back for his paintings. And he's my best friend. And that's public stuff, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think Michelle Obama would congratulate or ingratiate herself with the first woman of color who happens to be the vice president?
Well, we already know that Big Mike ain't gonna do no shit like that. Right? So,
Hey, get the fuck out of here. This shit is crazy. I look at it, I go, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
yeah.
I was waiting to see like the CBS News special, the ABC News special, do the rounds. Nada. Not a thing. But we have to swear somebody in or we have to do something if we absolutely have to for the sacredcy of democracy, right?
Yeah.
You shake someone's hand. Besides that, not only do you not like them, you're distancing yourself from them.
Yeah. I mean, but listen. Regardless of what people
are acting like Barack Obama is Jimmy Carter. He's a younger man as a president, by the way.
Yeah. But the whole thing is this, regardless of what people may think, but for those of us that really know, that truly know who Michelle Obama really is, Big Mike, right? It's people, because I had plenty of people tell me, "Oh, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about," and then I go show them the clips.
Well, who the fuck are those people?
No, I'm just saying you get a lot of motherfuckers that really think that Michelle Obama is really a woman, where there's clips out there right now where Obama is on record and said plenty of times, Michael and I mean, because he was giving a speech to somebody,
Hold on,
and then
hold on. For those people out there, for those people, um, the first quote unquote black president, the first quote unquote black vice president, or excuse me, uh, first lady, they don't communicate with her.
yeah, I'm
Why do you
listen.
think that is?
I'm just telling you. Everybody
No, I'm
knows.
not asking you. I'm saying like to these
Yeah.
naysayers. It's like,
Uh-huh.
are you fucking stupid or dumb? Which one?
I'm just, but and, just like I said, and I'm pretty sure somebody else somewhere is asking well, that asked that same question. Well, how come she ain't how come that Michelle Obama ain't did this? How come she ain't did that? How come she ain't tried to get involved with with the vice president and all that kind of stuff? And it's because of what I said, right? Everybody know who. Listen, ain't nobody trying to deal with Big Mike like that, So, uh, you know,
Ah,
it's listen,
Big
it's
Mike.
it's
Hey,
too
say it
many.
again. Big Mike. Big Mike.
Look, go listen,
Oh
go
my
look,
God.
go watch that damn video when her and Ellen DeGeneres was on there.
Oh.
Dick slinging every goddamn where. So I'm just saying, So
Tremendous.
I'm
Oh,
putting it
God
out
bless it.
there.
Hey, God bless us all. God bless America.
Yeah. So I'm just and then I had to put
Hey,
like this.
hey, hold on. You got the Google machine open?
No, I just sent you a video of the true parents of those two girls. So
Oh, I know it. I know
yeah,
it. Believe me. Hey,
yeah.
you got the Google machine open?
What we looking at now?
Just Google um, Michelle sitting next to, or excuse me, standing next to Barack Obama.
Oh, I already know. I already know. Yeah, she big and taller than him.
And if you know anything about men and women,
Yeah,
give me a fucking.
yeah. So yeah, I already know. I already know which one it is. She's bigger and taller than Barack. You know. So well, yeah. Hold on. But I know which one you're talking about because he was standing in front and she was standing
She
behind.
she towers over him.
Yeah. Uh huh. Oh, they took that one
They're
picture
gonna
down.
hate.
They took that one
Oh,
picture down. So
I'm telling you, they're gonna
yeah,
hate me for saying this. Like, hey man, you're supposed to be a fucking Democrat. What the fuck is this? And I'm just like, not really.
yeah. She don't even carry her mouth like no woman.
Hey,
So
here's the thing. Here's the thing. They would have you believe like they're 80 years old. Uh, wait a second. What's going on in the country? We just had a pandemic. We have the first woman of color who's a vice president, who happens to be a woman. Um, no help.
but
And hold on. If it was a different party, different everything, different this, different that. Got it. Did you
mhm.
shake Trump's hand when he took his oath of office? I did. Um, how many times have you been to the White House? Um, I'm trying to be a private citizen now. Oh, gotcha, gotcha, team, gotcha. I get it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, it's but you know, just to say this, just to say this much right here. The powers that be, or the powers that shouldn't be, right? They got a plan in place that is so motherfucking sinister that they will have most Americans believe that that was a woman, knowing damn well that that's a man. And then you got a lot of women out here following on what they think is a motherfucking woman,
Not
right?
only that, how about the industries with Bud Light and Target doing what they're doing, with in societies, government agencies doing what they're doing when it
Uh-huh.
comes to transgender, when it comes to diluting sports, when it comes to diluting industry, when it comes to all this. It's inappropriate. It's wrong, and
Yeah. So,
I guess we'll keep this conversation for later. But it's inappropriate.
oh yeah,
And at the 131 mark, let's end it there. But in my opinion, it's highly inappropriate.
yeah, yeah, it is. But you know, I just look at it like this. You know,
If
uh,
you were open about it, I have no issue with it.
yeah, it's just, it's just,
If you're open about it and we can have a discussion or debate, fair enough. When you disguise it and you manipulate it, that's a different conversation.
yeah. You know, I just look at it. You know, uh, it's, you know, people could be like, you know, people could be like, okay, well, that's, you know, they call it bullshit or whatever. And for the most part, I ain't got no problem with that. But I also look at the simple fact that, okay, there's some truth somewhere. Put like this: the most compulsive liar has got to tell the truth every once in a while, right? And then they can act like really disguise it as the truth until somebody actually really start pulling back some covers and shit, and they were like, "Oh shit, damn." So this is
Listen,
what we
a
do now,
broken clock is right 2 times a day.
you know. So, but just like I said, you know, because you know, I'm gonna show you. This is what you know. That's what Judah Dub said, you know, and but you know, but then again, you know, I just look at it like, hey, you know, yeah, some of it could be that you try to break down the family or whatever, but even then, right, you keep pulling back some of the covers, and then you actually really gonna find out what the truth is. But let's just say because we did over an hour and a half, so so what's the next time we gonna come on? You know, then like I say, you know, I start going back to the gym next week, but so anything
You can go
after
back on tomorrow.
huh?
If you got time, I say tomorrow.
Okay, what around about the same time?
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Okay then, all right then, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be
I
a
would love it. I'd love to keep it going. I feel like we could talk for 4 or 5 hours.
oh
So
yeah,
just like what I'm saying is like let's just chop it here just because I got shit to do. But
yeah.
yeah, same time tomorrow.
All right, so yeah, so just like I said, if anything comes up, I'll shoot you a text.
Yeah, just let me know. And then
Okay then, man.
sometime this weekend, let's do another. I would love to do 2 hours
Okay, all right.
because I feel like there's a lot of shit we can get into.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Beautiful.
all right, man. But just like I said, I'll let you know what's going on.
All right.
All right then, man. I'll talk to you.
All right. Peace.
All right, peace. All right, y'all. Another show in the books. A lot of stuff got covered. Um, but in our case, you know, hey people, look, it is what it is. You know, so with that being said, hey, guess what y'all get to do? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dan, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door across the street round the corner. Paulus Harris, aka the crazy uncle. Hey, like this video, share this video, tell everybody else to subscribe. To subscribe. Uh, let's get more people into the conversation, right? Um, I'm always looking for people to express their feelings, blah 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 blah, and all that kind of stuff. That is what gonna help the channel grow. So until next time, y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all next week, or we either see y'all tomorrow or we'll see y'all next week.